So in this short presentation, I'm going to tell you about the keyword method, which is a mnemonic strategy for learning tricky new words. So what is the keyword method? Well, it's a strategy for learning new vocabulary. In this strategy, we use a keyword to unlock the meaning of a new word. And one of the great things about this strategy is that it's extremely flexible. It works for any content area. So how do I use the keyword method? Well, it's got 3 easy steps. The first step is to pick it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a keyword that sounds like the unfamiliar word that you're trying to learn. So when you're picking your keyword, it's helpful to pick a concrete object. By that I mean a thing, something that is very easy for you to picture in your mind. So our next step is to mix it. So what I mean by mix it is you're going to take your keyword and you're going to combine it with the definition of your unfamiliar word. So you're just going to relate that keyword to the meaning of the unfamiliar word. It's helpful if you have the keyword doing or interacting with the definition of the unfamiliar word in some way. And it's helpful also if you make it memorable. You want this to really stick in your mind so you can remember it. And finally, your last step is just to use it. So when you hear your unfamiliar word, you're going to remember your keyword. And that will cue you to remember the image or scene you imagined, and that will tell you the definition. So we're going to pick it, mix it, use it. Let's take a look at an example. So for this example, let's take the word barrister. A barrister is another word for lawyer. So our first step, pick it. Barrister sounds like bear, so my keyword is going to be bear. Our second step is to mix it. So I'm going to relate the definition of my unfamiliar word, lawyer, to my keyword, bear. So I'm picturing a bear dressed up like a lawyer about to go to court. Perfect. And our third and final step is just to use it. So when you hear that word barrister, cues you to think bear. And I'm going to remember my image of my bear dressed up like a lawyer, and I'm going to remember that barrister means lawyer. Excellent. So when are you going to use this keyword method? Well, the keyword method is great for learning all sorts of new vocabulary. ELL students might find this helpful, and also students learning any foreign language are going to find this useful for relating words in the new language to words in their primary language. It's also great for science or mathematics or really any unfamiliar academic language that students might not hear in normal conversation. This method can help them remember the definition for those unfamiliar academic words. And the best thing about this is that it's extremely flexible. It's great for any grade, any age level, and any subject matter. So you can use it in your own college classes, or you can teach it to your kindergartners. So now that you know what the keyword method is, I hope that you find it useful for you and for your students.